The tough stuff this morning, and I say that because I'm just so jealous right now. MTN and SA Rugby launched a mission in May of 2018 to find the perfect person to follow our beloved Springbok rugby team around the world and get paid to do it, like they needed to be paid to do it. It is undoubtedly the best job in the world. The official Boza will become the exclusive social eyes and ears of South Africa's rugby nation until the end of the 2019 Rugby World Cup in Japan. And the nation has answered and done it in style. The Boza has now been chosen. Please welcome Mark Nankoro, your official Springbok Boza, and Helen Christoforou from MTN. Guys, welcome. Mark, get out. Get out, man. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Oh, man, Helen, congratulations on such a cool campaign. Mark, dude, I mean, how do you even put it into words? How are you feeling right now? How did you feel when you got that, the official word that you are now the Boza, bro?
Yeah, it's totally surreal. Like, it's not something you can put into words. As you said, it's a dream job. In my opinion, it's the best job in the world. And you know, when I heard that this job was available, you know, I never dreamed that I could actually go ahead and win this competition. I was just super stoked.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh man, Russ here. Russ must be clapping for you, man. What do you think got you the gig, dude? What was it?
At the end of the day, I think it's my passion for the game, really. That's what shone through. I think it's my love of the sport, love of this team, and I think through my content, I was able to show, you know, how passionate I am about the Springbok brand and the Springbok environments, and I think that's what MTN drew me to MTN, and that's what MTN appreciated.
I just love the way, when we talk about a brand and a rebrand, Siku spoke about it now, about where the Springboks were and where they've come to. A big part of that is what you guys have thrown into this. It feels like this is a team that belongs to the nation now. Yes. What was it about this young man that tipped the scales? Because there were some brilliant entries, and can we give a round of applause to all of our finalists? Because you were up against some stiff opposition. What was it about Mark that won through?
You know, we had a panel of people who interviewed the semi-finalists to get to the three finalists. Mark was chosen because there was just something about Mark. He was just natural in front of the camera. He had the skills we were looking for. His rugby knowledge is phenomenal. I mean, when you speak to Mark about rugby, the passion just shines through. And that was just a combination we couldn't beat. So he landed up being one of our finalists, and when he produced the content in the week that he spent with the Springboks, it shone through. And it wasn't actually us who finally chose Mark. We opened it up to the South African public. We needed someone that South Africa would engage with, and they chose from the three finalists. The voting resulted in Mark being our Boza.
Dude, I thought it was his rugged good looks, man. Come
well,
on.
There was that too.
Hashtag answer the call. This is a very special year for us. Tata Madiba would have been celebrating his centenary. Obviously, the Springbok brand and what you can achieve with sport. And I love this. I mean, I've gotten to know Francois really well, and I think we share a similar dream for South African rugby. What did the Answer the Call campaign mean to you? Why has it been such a resounding success so far, do you think?
Well, as you say, so far. So it's just the beginning, and we are baby steps into something that is going to be overwhelming across the nation and the world as we go into a big year next year with the Springboks. So, I mean, you said Tata Madiba, he really answered his call. He was an ordinary man who was called to do ordinary things on behalf of South Africa and with the Springboks. So for us, this is what we're calling on South Africans to do. Not just MTN subscribers, not just our customers, the whole of South Africa. Just answer the call in support of the Springboks and ultimately South Africa. So we have a Sounds the Call series. We're highlighting ordinary people who are called to do extraordinary things in answering the call. You can see that on YouTube and on all our social media handles. We've got Mark, who is the eyes and ears, creating unique content, a behind-the-scenes look at the Springboks to really create a connection with the team, with the individuals, with rugby as a whole. So I think this is going to build and build and build, and there is no end to where this is going.
There is. It's called a World Cup trophy. that's where it
I think that
that's-
might be the
or should we
beginning of
call it-
something else.
Yeah, let's call it
entirely.
phase 2. Mark, I'm going to let you just feel that picture right there,
Right.
buddy. You've brought yourself into this fold, so congratulations. Helen, thank you so much for allowing us to be a part. I think you saw our entrant videos, and you're lucky we weren't allowed to actually enter, dude. We would have given you a run for your money. But this has been such a beautiful narrative for us to bring to you guys, so please stay with us, because it's only getting started. After the break, we've got a very special Springbok joining us on the couch again to give you another bit of an initiation, but well done once again to Mark, and we get a round of applause for our official buzzer.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Okay, we're back in studio with our official MTN buzzer, Mark Nankaro, and of course Siko joins us again to chat a little bit about that glorious emblem, or both of those glorious emblems on your chest, man. It's all about the Springboks now for you, dude. For the next year, you are going to be in the fold. Have you guys met before? Obviously, you met on set. Have you been able to meet Siko before?
Yo, we met yesterday actually in a Stellenbosch. I just had a quick chat and a photo, so yeah.
And you're going to be taking a lot of photos. You must just get used to it. Every time you turn around, he's going to be there with the camera, man. But it really is cool. But Siko, I'm going to start with you, dude, because first of all, congratulations on the call-up. Fantastic debut for the Springboks. But now it gets real. Rugby championships. Is it bigger? Is it more intense? Does it get any more crazy than playing in the rugby championships? And I know nothing is written in stone, but how are you feeling about that, man?
Yeah, it's big. I think after the World Cup, as we mentioned, I think it's one of the biggest tournaments, because it's a dream come true. Obviously, as a youngster, watching it, back in the day when it was called the Tri-Nation, obviously now, as we're looming towards it, hopefully.
Looming. Why do you use the word looming, dude?
Because it's getting closer. Hopefully, you get a call up. Hopefully, you can actually, play a rugby championship.
Look at that smile, man. Look at that smile. No, it's a massive honor, dude. So congratulations, and I know it's now your turn to really kick it into gear. Now the job has actually begun. How are you feeling about following the Springboks in the Rugby Championship, and what are you anticipating from this?
Absolutely stoked. Essentially, the job is to be the social eyes and ears of South Africa's rugby mad public, and to kind of foster a connection between the South Africans who love their rugby so much and the Springbok team. So I can't wait to start working. I'm going to be following these guys around Rugby Championship, outbound tour, and then culminating in the Rugby World Cup next year in Japan. So yeah, it's an awesome experience. I'm expecting a lot from these guys. I think they've hit the ground running with a test victory over England, and super stoked to just continue that momentum into the Rugby Championship.
Dude, I'm gonna bring you onto the show as often as I possibly can, man, because there is an opportunity, obviously, to plug into your rugby knowledge as well. And Helen said that was a big part of why she thinks that the public loved you and voted for you as well. That passion is there. What has shifted within the Springbok squad now when you look at where they are, how these guys are playing, that brotherhood as it stands at the moment? What do you think's winning for them?
Well, I think you highlighted already. It's the brotherhood. I think it's the whole core environment, and that the culture within the team seems to have moved to quite a positive disposition. The players just look happy. I mean, I've been watching the guys training, obviously in Bloemfontein when we buried the series there against England, and then again yesterday at the Donny Craven Stadium. The guys just look happy. They look motivated. Rusty's obviously an incredible motivator, incredible coach, and the passion, the confidence, and the belief is back in the team, and that's something important.
Hey?
I think you just summed it up. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this. I'm done with this interview. I mean, I speak about him. Actually, yesterday when I met him, I was like, he's got the best gig in the world. I mean, you get to travel, and you give insight to the people of South Africa. Obviously, they don't see much of the guys. They only see clips of the guys training, and stuff like that. But he gets to obviously take clips of us, behind the scenes and everything like that, and give the public, what we're all about, the banter now and then, the banter with the boys and stuff like that. So he's got the best gig, Marky. So, congrats to him.
And you're already Marky now, boy. What in the voice, boy?
So congrats to him, and yeah, we will obviously make it sure that it's a special time for him,
Dude, thank you so much for joining us this morning, bro, and skirting around the difficult issues. We really appreciate it, and even talking a bit of cricket, man. But Mark, I'm so chuffed for you, dude. This really is, from my time that I've been able to spend with the Springboks, limited time, it really does make me proud to be a South African And I think you really do have the best job in the world. So I look forward to bringing you back here every week if I can.
Please.
But I'm going to be following you, and I suggest everyone follows you at @official_Borze, where you can find his unrestricted access to the Springbok squad. Siko, we love you, dude. Thank you so much, and all the best of luck
man.
in final prep now, building towards the Rugby Championships and, of course, the World Cup. We're going to be following that narrative very closely. Can I get one more round of applause for our official Borza?